Let's go for some GoPro tests. Hello and welcome. My name is Baumann and I do a lot of outdoor trips related to water. The new GoPro Hero 9 is waterproof without any housing up to 10 meters of depth. Therefore, this little camera is very interesting for me to use it on or underwater. I did already several smaller water sessions with this camera, but now I want to know more. Follow me to the lakeside property of my dive club and watch how my tests turn out. For your technical information, I did film all videos of these days in 4K 30 frames per second, hypersmooth on boost, bitrate on standard, the color profile of GoPro, and I didn't use any graining. For better understanding what I exactly do with the GoPro, I made a small construction filming the Hero 9 display with my iPhone. I also prepared my right glove to be able to work directly with my bare finger on the touchscreen. You must also understand that the touchscreen will not work when the camera is underwater. So let's start and see how the functionality of this camera is. Switching on and start the recording works of course when the camera is underwater. Even it is winter, we are very lucky today and we have a bright and sunny day. GoPros always love to have a lot of light, then they give the best results with their pictures. First thing I want to do is to check the water temperature. It's about 6 degrees Celsius, which is a normal figure for winter. What we see in this scene is very important. All GoPros will be out of focus if you go too near. The touchscreen of the Hero 9 is unfortunately a real pain. Watch yourself. So I packed all touchscreen issues of this day here together in one block to have a better overview. One weird thing which happened from time to time is the camera was not responding to touches, but when you put it underwater it was going to somewhere. This malfunction of the touchscreen of the Hero 9 is very well known and GoPro already released the upgrade on it, but this upgrade was not helping to put it on a better level. What I could find out for sure is that there is no difference if you use the gloves or the bare finger. It stays the same, whether it's working or not. I also noticed already on my previous water sessions that the camera switches by itself to exposure control mode after being in the cold water for about 30 to 45 minutes. Probably this will not happen in warm water, but when the camera reaches this stadium, nothing helps anymore than to take the camera out of the water and do some warm-up. After the warm-up break, the touchscreen will work again for another 15 to 20 minutes. The next chapter I wanted to check out on this day are the different digital lens angles. In general, it's very important for underwater to have a good wide angle lens. GoPro's so-called SuperView is the widest possible angle. Unfortunately, SuperView stretches the picture, especially on the sides, in a very unnatural way. Panning around with the camera shows the problem. You see a lot of movement in the straight lines of the construction and how everything is shifting. It is even worse in the next sample, because we are at a closer filming distance. I feel even dizzy watching this one. Because of the lens distortion, the proportions of this carp are looking extremely unnatural. When your filming subject is more in the middle or center of the picture, it is getting better. So in my opinion, SuperView is not very useful, maybe in some special scenes. Let us continue, and the next camera angle we want to try out is wide position. We are again panning over this construction to see the distortion, but with wide it's okay. There's always some distortion with wide angle lenses, but in this mild form it's acceptable. So for me, I probably will use wide the most time. There is one last lens angle to check. It's linear, which has a narrower field of view than wide, but there's a certain feature called horizon leveling, which you can switch on and is shown by the plus symbol next to the word linear, and this prevents the picture from tilting left or to right. So this feature can be very useful. But before, let's take a look on the angle differences of wide and linear. From the surface, it is clearly to see that the wide angle gives more space around the platform than the linear lens. When we come closer to the platform, it appears that the angle more or less is the same, but of course it's still more with the wide lens. On the other side, the linear picture is more smoothly due to the horizon level feature. Let us take a deeper look into this feature. As you can see, I do really heavy movements with the camera. The GoPro file itself shows a relatively quiet picture. Totally different when the horizon leveling is switched off. When you go too far, the camera thinks you want to film in portrait mode, and this is how it looks like on the GoPro file itself. That's it for this water session and also the end of part 1. If you like my content, please like, subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for part 2.
I was walking by the ocean, feeling all emotion.